I don't understand how you can catch a fly with chopsticks. It's just impossible. This is impossible. Ah, you little bastard. I'm gonna get you. Come on. Laying right there. Laying right there. Come on. What's up, guys? Rob from Movie Review Time. I can't catch flies with chopsticks. Can't do it. I can understand how Mr. Miyagi could, but I can't do it. If you don't have a fly swatter around, the next best thing is to use your chopsticks. If you catch a fly with chopsticks, you can accomplish anything. It's clear that I can't. Stupid method. Anyway, guys, today I'm going to be ranking one of my favorite franchises, and that is the Karate Kid films. I like all three films, and then you got the fourth movie that I really cannot stand. I don't even consider it part of the series, even though it is, but of course we have the Karate Kid. Classic. This is, I grew up with this movie. I love it. And you got the Karate Kid Part 2. Great sequel. Then you got the Karate Kid Part 3. And the next Karate Kid. So for this video I'm going to be ranking them worst to best, and it's really not going to be anything special, or you're not going to be blown away by my choices, because it's pretty much a given on how it's going to go. So worst to best, of course, we're going to start with the next Karate Kid. I don't like the story in this, how Miyagi has to pretty much teach Julie-san, aka Hilary Swank. They go bowling with a bunch of monks, and they go to like this Buddhist temple or something like that, and like she learns how to do these new moves. Miyagi catches an arrow with his hand, teaches her how to dance, turns it into a karate lesson. I understand that because Miyagi does that kind of stuff with Daniel. Not dance, but paint the fence, paint the house, stuff like that. Daniel is mentioned in this movie. He's finally gone to college, and I guess that's paid off because now he's a car salesman in Cobra Kai. But I did not like Hilary Swank's character in this. I like Hilary Swank as an actress, but I just don't like the character, Julie. She just seems like she's just bitchy all the time. But, yeah, the next Karate Kid, it's the worst for me. Next up will be the Karate Kid Part 3. A lot of people shit on this movie, and I don't know why. To me, I feel like the Karate Kid movies are a perfect trilogy. If you don't count the next Karate Kid and you do Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, it's the perfect trilogy. I love this movie. There's a lot of callbacks to the first movie, which makes Part 2 kind of its separate film. I like the return of Martin Kove in this one. You got Terry Silver as the bad guy, you got Mike Barnes, but this has one of the best fight scenes out of all the Karate Kids, and that's Miyagi versus Terry Silver versus Mike Barnes versus Kreese. He takes on 3 guys are basically two martial arts senseis, right, or karate senseis, and he takes on, you know, bad boy Mike Barnes, which is not tough at all for Miyagi anyway. But I love this movie. It's got an over-the-top villain, Terry Silver, and I don't know, this movie, I like the music, and yeah, it's a good sequel. So then we have Karate Kid Part 2, which is a fantastic sequel. This is pretty much Miyagi's movie. First movie is about Daniel. This one is about Miyagi. They go to Okinawa, Miyagi's homeland, and learn of his, you know, former love and best friend who's still mad at him because he left like a coward. He still calls him coward even though he shows up, you know, and stands right in front of him. He's like, "You're a coward. You return, and the only reason you return is because of your father being sick. You coward." I mean, that's the whole movie. But you got Chosen in this. Daniel meets a new girl, Kumiko. I like this a lot. This one is not about fighting tournament style. This is about fighting for honor, life or death. Okay, Miyagi still kicks a lot of ass. He kicks these kids' ass in his you know, house complex sort of area. He like kicks the shit out of them, and yeah, Daniel breaks a bunch of blocks of ice, and it's got one of the most memorable songs, "Glory of Love," which is great. You know, directed by John G. Avildsen. It's a great sequel. And it starts off, here's the thing. These movies, this movie starts off right after the first movie. Like, literally right after. Like, he's still at the tournament, taking a shower, and then he leaves. So my number one favorite is The Karate Kid, and like I said, I was ranking them worst to best, and it's pretty much in order backwards from worst to best. So yeah, The Karate Kid, great soundtrack. I love the story, and I can kind of well, I can kind of relate to Daniel a little bit about bullies, not like karate bullies. That would have been worse, I think, but bullies in general, going to school and dealing with people. It just, I can kind of relate. I wish I had some old guy who would be able to teach me karate. That'd be great. But that never happened. I had to do the hard way. I went to my dad, and he's like, if someone starts a fight with you, you stand up to them, and he's like, they may start it, but you finish it. I'm like, holy shit, Dad, that's deep. I'm like, he's like, well, don't be looking for a fight, but if a fight comes to you, he's like, make sure you end it. I'm like, my God. But yeah, I stood up to a bully, and he backed down. He didn't do anything. He didn't throw a punch. He didn't do anything. He probably just wanted to see what I do, and I stood up to him. I was ready, though. I was ready. I was ready to do a crane kick to his face, let me tell you. Right there. That's me, right on the log there. Anyway, Karate Kid, one of the greatest movies ever made. It is one of the greatest movies. Pat Morita, Ralph Macchio, Elizabeth Shue, William Zabka, you know, William Zabka, who played Johnny, I remember him he was in European Vacation with Chevy Chase. He was the love interest for Audrey, and yeah, I remember him. I don't remember him in anything else other than that, but great movie though, man. Like, so memorable, so iconic, a movie that will never die. So that is my ranking from worst to best. We have worst being the next Karate Kid, next being Karate Kid Part 3, going down the line, Karate Kid 2, and then my favorite, The Karate Kid. So I didn't put the remake in there because, to me, that movie has nothing to do with karate. I think the title should have been called The Kung Fu Kid, because the movie has nothing to do with karate. It has to do with kung fu. So therefore, they bank on the name, and that's bullshit. So that movie shouldn't even be called The Karate Kid. Therefore, I'm not even going to add it into this. It shouldn't even be called The Karate Kid. They're banking on the name. They're making the money from the name. It has nothing to do with it. So that's stupid. I hate when they do that. He learns kung fu, not karate. So anyway, Yeah, just the 4 movies and this from worst to best. Let me know what your ranking is. If you want to do a video response, please do so. And if you can give me some tips on catching flies with chopsticks, I'd really appreciate it, because you know, I've hit a brick wall with that. Can't do it. So anyway, yeah, let me know what your ranking is from worst to best, or if you want to do best to worst, that's fine. Just for fun, I'm going to be back with more of these ranking videos, so I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. It's Rob signing off.